Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday morning. We're back again. Great to be here with you.
Good morning, folks. We're glad to be back. Hey, 2 weeks in a row. We're doing good, right?
And that's it. That's it. How you doing, Shannon?
Doing okay. You know, as we were talking before, I don't think either one of us got enough sleep, but for some reason, this show just kind of makes you perk up, you know. And I'm not slapping us on the back. It's just being involved in this and talking about all this cool stuff just kind of, gives you some energy.
That's it for the quickest 2 hours in comics, man. Those 2 hours. Let's have some fun with some comics and remember those childhood memories. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Yep.
Oh, well. Did you have a good week?
Yeah, it was busy. Work and music rehearsal, and then we were talking earlier. I got the music gig later on today, and just staying busy. That's you.
It. About the same. About the same. We had the big thing of the week was we finally got our new stove and oven delivered yesterday. So now I can cook my own pizzas again.
On a list of priorities, that's like up here.
Oh yeah. There's family, then there's comics, and then there's pizza.
Hey, well, I can't say anything. I had pizza a couple nights ago from Domino's. I know you're not a meat guy, but they make a great Philly cheesesteak pizza. If anybody that's never tried that and likes that sort of thing, it's really good.
Awesome. Well, what do you say? Should we bring in the peanut gallery and see if they're awake?
Let's do that, and if they're not, we'll wake them up.
There we go. And a happy Saturday morning to everybody in the Peanut Gallery. Thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely. Let's get up and at 'em and enjoy some comic book culture.
Absolutely. Like I was telling Shannon this morning, woke up in a great mood. I got down here early. I pulled a bunch of stuff that I think is going to be fun to show, some off the beaten path stuff. I know he's got some great stuff to show as well. So let's jump into the Peanut Gallery and see what's going on. We got Anthony Purdue starting us off with another childhood memory. So let's get right to that.
Let's do it.
We got Anthony Purdue, and he's saying, "Good morning, Peanut Peers. Huckleberry Hound and the twin sisters, who were my best friends when I was 4 years old, Yolanda and Maria, blonde Mexican American twin sisters, lived a few houses from us.
We lived in a 2-bedroom bungalow with a patch of grass as our front lawn. I had seen the twins around, but never spoke to them until that afternoon when they came home from school.
They were in the first grade. I was sitting on our lawn playing with a toy soldier when they stopped by and talked to me. The next day, when I saw them going to school, we waved to each other.
I waited for them to come home from school and we talked some more. That's how our friendship started. Pretty soon, 2 or 3 times a week, I would go play with them in their backyard.
They had a tire swing, a big tire tied with a rope around it to a big tree. Sometimes when they went to the store, they would take me along with them. Summertime went by, and I was now 5 years old.
We were excited because we would be going to school together. We had a little party, cake, ice cream, soda pop. They gave me a Huckleberry Hound hand puppet. That seemed kind of sad. They seemed kind of sad.
But everything was cheerful when they were playing, when we were playing, and when they took me home. Late in the afternoon, Dad tells me that we're moving away. I said, okay, but I'm still going to school with my friends.
No, you're not, Dad regretfully tells me. You won't be seeing your friends anymore. You're going to a new school. Then I'm not going, I angrily affirmed. My refusals got louder and louder.
I'm staying here with my friends. I'm going to school with my friends. You could hear me throughout the neighborhood. My friends came over to calm me down and reassure that
We would always be friends. Mom and Dad thanked them for helping me. They said they were more than happy to help me. They also mentioned how much they were going to miss all of us.
I talked to them over the phone a few times before and after I started school. I put away my Huckleberry Hound hand puppet inside the garage in a box of special toys. Lost the box in 1969.
During a house move, but that's okay because anything Huckleberry Hound reminds me of Yolanda and Maria, twin sisters who were my best friends when I was 4 years old. That's awesome.
Awesome,
That's a
awesome,
great
awesome.
story. Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much, Anthony, for that great memory once again.
Yeah, that I don't know why it hit me, but that kind of reminded me. I was probably in the fifth grade, and I went to a school, and then we went to a different school because of somehow the busing, or I couldn't get a ride to school with my folks because my dad worked away and my mom worked, and had a guy named Bruce who was like my best friend. I mean, we just palled around all the time, and his mom and my mom worked together, so he got to stay over at my place, and I got to stay over at his place, and we weren't into comics then, but it was probably right before. But we were into like electric trains, and his stepdad had like a big layout made, and we go play with the trains at his house. And then we come to my house, we draw and listen to 45s, and we were really big. That's when we got into those wacky package stickers. And we were like drawing our own. I remember that. I probably still got a sketch of one of them somewhere, but that just kind of reminded me of that. That's a great story because a lot of times when you got a good friend when you're a kid and they move away, it is heartbreaking, man. I remember being
Yes, it
really
is.
sad when we moved. Yeah, that's a great
Absolutely,
story.
it is. I think we've probably all been in that scenario where we've lost a childhood friend because they moved away, and that's tough, man.
Yeah,
Especially if they were really, really close friends and you shared your hobbies with them and stuff like that.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
So, well, thank you once again, Anthony. Greatly appreciate that
Great
story,
story.
sir. Thank you
Yep.
so much. All right, what else is going on? Who else is in here? We got Triple P Plants Printed Periodicals.
Hey,
Hi,
Andrew.
how you doing, Andrew? He says, greetings and salutations, Rock and Rod and Jock and Annan and the Roasted Peanut Gallery.
Well, we got some great adjectives today.
There you go.
He says, I will be absent today as I'm vending at WickedCon in Boston this weekend. I will be repping the show with my comic book memories t-shirt. Hey, hope you have a
Oh,
wonderful
cool.
show. Awesome. Yeah.
There you
Hope you have a
go.
great show. I hope you have a great con.
Absolutely. Happy hunting while you're there. I
Yeah,
saw
absolutely.
I saw an ad for that Wicked Con thing, but I can't drive to Boston. I just no way. The last time I went in 2017. My daughter and a friend of hers, they bought me a ticket to Boston Con, and I went, but they drove. Oh, all right. We got Easy Comic Rita. Hey, Easy.
Hey, easy. Great to see
He
you.
says, He says, good morning, everyone. And he's got a song for us, as usual, to the tune of Peppermint Twist by Joey D. What do you think, Shannon? You feel up to it? Oh, you're gonna pass it? Okay.
I did last
All
week.
right.
I don't even know if I remember that song. Probably
All
heard it, but
right. Well, we'll see what we got. I did peruse these before. He sent them to me in Instagram, so I did get a chance to see them. I don't know, still don't know how good this is gonna go, but I'll give it my best. All right, here we go. Beep, beep. Well, we got a new dance and it goes like this: bop shoo bop, a bop bop shoo bop. Yeah, the name of the dance is a CBM twist. Bop shoo bop, a bop 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 bop. Well, you like it like this: the CBM twist. There we go.
I still don't remember that song, man. I know I
Thank you
should know
so
that,
much,
right?
Easy.
Yeah, that was great.
That's awesome. He actually had a couple prepared. He sent me another one, which will probably be for next week. So absolutely, thank you so much, Easy, for your musical stylings as
Yeah.
always. To help kick us off. Cool
Hey,
beans.
Easy and Rod. Quick idea here. Next time, maybe get a song that I can play bass on, and just let me know the night before so I can kind of work it up, and we'll have a little duo here.
All right, I gotta get that in my head when because I don't always go on and check my Instagram, so I gotta get on there and remember to do that, and then I can contact you on the phone or whatever, and
That'd be cool.
yeah, because it'd be so much better with music, absolutely. But
I don't know
I
what
mean,
that.
you
But,
right now you're playing so much you might get sick.
no, that'd be something a little bit different. So I wouldn't. I'd probably enjoy that.
Cool beans. All right, let's see what else is going on. We got Maranya, she of the Blue Ridge, running herd on us today.
Welcome, Lady M.
How you doing, Lady M? She says, wonderfully heartwarming story as always, Anthony. Be careful traveling and good luck at WickedCon Triple P. Doing the chair dance twist to your great new tunes, ECR. There you go.
Awesome.
Great to have you here as you always, Maranya. Thank you so
Always.
much.
And Michael Taylor's in the house.
All right,
Michael.
Michael.
Good morning, Rod and Shannon. Good morning to you, sir.
Yes, good morning to you. Good morning to you. And Maranya says, good morning, Rod, Shannon, the Peanut Gallery, the studio audience, and all of Maranya's legion of pets out there. Speaking of that,
Speaking of
I'm
that, where
just
we
gonna
standing?
say, just got a little something here I wanna run by you. So hold on. Of course, I can never have things ready to go. All
Against the
right.
rules.
There we go. I just realized that's not the actual finished one because it says Super Pets. I actually have one that I've done on with Peanut Pets, and I think it's on the new computer, and that was done on my old computer. But I'll have it
Yeah,
ready to go next week. I've got a
yeah,
couple ideas. There might be some floating heads involved, you know.
that's great.
So we'll have some fun, that's for sure. All right, here we go. Let's go back to where we were. That was Shannon. That was Maranya. Thank you so much. And we got Easy Comic Rita. How you doing, Easy?
Easy.
I was trying to see. Oh, that's the little paws.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. My eyes are so bad. I have to get up like inches away from the thing to see this. That's pretty cool. Thank you so much, Easy. You're right. And
And
I
I'm
am
one
one
of
of us.
us. Hey, saying hello, good morning to everyone. And you also, sir. Glad you could be here.
And we got the crazy Hungarian is with us as well.
Good deal.
Once
Good to
again,
see
he
you.
says, I'm sorry. He says, good morning to everyone and a good morning to you, sir.
Sir. And Mariah says, good morning. I am one of us. And Hungarian.
And Crazy Hungarian says, good morning to Maranya.
And we got Ironhide 84. Is that a new one?
I believe so. Welcome
Well,
aboard, sir.
He's saying good morning, dog. Good morning to you. We're glad you could join us. Take time out of your Saturday morning.
Greatly appreciate that. Hope you'll enjoy it. Stick around. We'll have some fun. Show some comics.
Yeah, I like that avatar. That's from that Stallone movie Cobra, isn't it?
I believe so.
Yep. Yeah, I really like that.
So great to have you with us.
Yeah.
The Jackson Roykirk is also with us now. It's a party. Whoa, he says, here comes Jackson.
Hey, Jackson. Making his entrance. We love it. We love it.
Oh, thank you so much for spending your Saturday with us. We appreciate it as always.
Right. Hey, we got another Kentucky guy in the chat. Fireball Comics.
There we
Said a
go.
show so nice,
Fireball.
we hear things twice.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here, man.
Absolutely.
And Werewolf by Lunchtime, he says, "Hi, guys. Mrs. Werewolf and myself are looking forward to the further adventures of Giggling Rod and slightly amused Dan and Shannon."
Is that a knock?
I don't know, man. We do like to laugh on this show. There's nothing wrong with that. We do like to laugh. Laughter is the best medicine, and right now I need a lot of medicine.
Absolutely. And
I
I'm
am one of them. Go ahead.
He says, Maranya Alcona, hi, glad you're here, as are we.
Yes. And Tempest from Mars is with us once again. Hey, Tempest.
Glad to see you, buddy.
He was one of the ones at Triple C's birthday party last night. Cool. Rob had a big birthday bash spectacular last night where he showed a lot of videos that had been done for his contest. He was giving away a thing. He also, but in between those, Rob also had put together a bunch of videos for his birthday bash. It was a lot of fun. If you get a chance, go back and watch that show. He knows how to put on a birthday bash, that's for sure.
Good deal. Yeah, I hate that I miss a lot of this stuff. I just I try to catch up when I can, but it's
Oh, I'm so far behind on videos that ain't funny, so I'm trying to catch up whenever I can. But that was a live one last night. I just happened to have the schedule open, and I'm saying I'm gonna be there. So had a great time. Maranya says, "Good morning, Ironhide, Jackson, Fireball, Werewolf, Rico, and TFM. Absolutely. Got them all in." And the Jackson Roykirk.
Oh, he's sending you some pizza, dude.
Yeah, I thought that was a pizza thing right there. Yeah, he's got a slab of meat and pizza. So he's covering us both right there.
Covering all the bases there.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that. I'm sure there'll be pizza in my future today. Saturday is usually a pizza day. So.
And Fireball Comics says, I was so focused on not missing this morning, I had the show going in 2 tabs. That's just like double mint gum, twice the pleasure.
There you go.
Twice the pain, no matter how you look at it.
Twice the pain. Exactly. Oh, Michael Taylor, he says, speaking of Green Hornet, I was very disappointed in the movie. I wanted to walk out on it because of the admission price. I stuck it out. Hopefully they make a new Hornet movie and do it right. Well, I agree with you. I was not a fan of that Green Hornet movie. I wanted something.
Maybe I'll just not see it just because you guys didn't recommend it.
Well, I wanted it to be more serious. I wanted it to be more like the TV show. That's what I was expecting, but it wasn't. So, I mean, it is what it is. It was okay for what it was, I guess. It's just not my Green Hornet.
All right, I got you.
So, all right. So, what else is going on here?
We got Werewolf by saying hey to Maranya.
And Fanboy Prime is with us today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, glad you could be here.
He says good morning to everyone and a good morning to you, sir.
Absolutely. Eric Breen said the Philly cheesesteak pizza at Domino's is the only pizza from there that is preferable to eating the box it comes in. You are absolutely right. You hit the nail squarely on the head. The rest of that stuff is not a fan. Other people might like the other stuff, but yeah, that is a great pizza.
It's great to have the Professor Eric Breen with us once again. Thank you so much for joining us, Eric. With regards to Domino's, when Domino's first came around here, there was one that opened up, and I went there the first day. They used to have a card that you could become a member of their special customer club or whatever, and they gave you like a big thing to carry a pizza in that would like a warming bag of some kind. And they wound up. I got to the point where I would call up and I would say, "Hey, it's Rod," and they'd say, "Okay, I'll be ready in 10." Boom. No lie. That's no lie. I mean, I used to get one. They used to make a pizza called large double dough extra cheese. It was two pizza doughs together with a ton of cheese on it. It was like 3 pounds, you
Oh
know.
wow.
Oh, of course, that's why I'm paying for all this right now, you know.
Yeah. So all the pizza places know you by first name, right?
A lot of them did, yeah. A lot of them did, especially when I was on the road with when I worked for Comcast and whatnot. When I was on the road, the first thing I'd go when I went to a new town that we were going to rebuild, I had to find a gas station so we could get gas, get gas every day, and then the next thing for me was a pizza joint. Those were the two critical things.
Hey, you got to have
That shows you
priorities.
where my life was at, you know. Oh, the Jackson Roy Kirk says, Hobbs!
And Werewolf says, Jackson.
A reply comes back. Hey, Swagner's with us. Hey, Swagster.
Hey, welcome, Swag. Glad you can be here, buddy.
Great to have you with us once again, sir. What are you snacking on, right? What are you snacking on? He says, good morning to everyone. I've already had my English muffin with peanut butter, so I get my protein in for the day. So,
And Fanboy Prime saying, hey, Rod. Hey, Shannon. Hello to you, sir.
yes, hello, hello, hello. Thanks again for being with us. Garanya says, I've got my chores done. Boiled elbow macaroni for later mac and cheese. I'm coming over.
Yeah,
And
me too.
put some fixings in the slow cooker for dinner. Also did the dishes. Holy macro, you've been up for a while then.
So she did
I'm
all
tired.
that
Just
just so she could spend some time with us. You realize that,
there
right?
you go. That's it. It's a
Like
relaxing
they got to
time
have
right now.
priorities. We're happy to see
Oh,
everybody here.
absolutely.
And
Ironhide 84 says, go, sorry.
go ahead. But we're just tripping all over each
Ironside,
other this morning.
I know. Ironside 84 says, hi, Maranya.
And Maranya says, good morning, Swag and Fanboy.
And the professor says, Rod went to the basement and pulled a bunch of stuff and some comics too. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. All right.
Yeah, I had a good conversation with Eric the other day on the phone. It's always entertaining.
Yeah, I heard you guys were talking about one of my favorite subjects, a little wrestling.
Yeah, we would have done a three-way call, but I didn't know how to do it and drive, so And Fanboy Prime says, Swag to hey bro, good to see you this morning.
Eric K says, good morning,
Hey.
friend. How you doing, Eric?
Great to see Eric.
Eric, I just mentioned wrestling. When I start to show the stuff, Eric, there's a little something I'm going to show you. So stay tuned.
Hey, Maranya says, good morning to you, Eric. Jackson beat you here today.
Oh.
And Maranya says, good morning to Eric.
And Triple C is in the house. Hey, Rob.
Hey, Rob. Glad to see you, buddy.
Again, a happy birthday for Rob yesterday.
Yeah, happy belated, buddy.
He put on such a great show last night, live show, his birthday bash. Man, I put it in the comments last night. He knows how to do a birthday bash use live stream, man. That was a lot of fun. So you got to check it out if you haven't seen it. So.
And Eric saying morning to Maranya.
And Maranya says, good morning, Triple C.
And Eric K saying hi to Maranya.
Swagda says, hey, Maranya, how are you? He's giving a wave.
And Maranya says, staying cool and hydrated. How are you, Swag?
Swagda says, hey, good morning, fanboy. How are you? Hope your morning's been good.
And Fanboy Prime saying, hey to Rob.
Fanboy Prime also saying, dealing with an ear infection, Swag, so I didn't go live this morning. Just rest and recouping. Ooh.
Yeah, that's no fun. Been there.
No,
Yeah.
I had a lot of ear infections over the course of my youth and whatnot, and none of them were fun.
Yeah. Not at all.
So, hopefully, it goes away very quick for you, man.
And the Jackson Roykirk says, I still have childish friends. Breen? Oh, he said childhood friends.
Well, if you're including me and probably Shannon, you could say childish because we're big kids. That's all we are.
Yep. And the saga continues.
That's it. Swagda says, I'm great and better now watching this amazing show with you great people, Maranya. Oh, well, thank you so much, Swag. We appreciate
We
that,
appreciate
man.
that. Yep. And
And
Fanboy Brown says, hey, TGR.
Eric Breen, the professor, says, and friends, Jackson. There we go.
And Warworld says, I always thought Eric and yourself were happy together, Jackson. Eric will understand.
Jackson Roykirk says, right.
And Jackson Rourke says, hey, Fanboy Prime.
And Maranya says, I went to Boston in 1989 for that year's Worldcon. The hotel we stayed at was down the road from the bar they used for the exterior of the Cheers bar. Yeah, I've been by the Cheers bar. Never been in it, but I've been by it down there. I believe it's like down by Faneuil Hall and stuff like that.
Cool.
Boston it is a really great place to walk around and stuff. It's just getting there. I don't want to drive down there, man. It is crazy. I had to drive a 24-foot box truck down through there for a couple of years. No, thank you. No,
Yeah, no
thank you.
thanks for me, too. And Swagda says, oh, okay, Fanboy. Hope you get better soon and quick, buddy. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, by lunchtime says, did you see Norm, Maranya?
And Easy CR says, twisting time is here. Bravo, Rod. Yeah.
There we go. Thank you once again, Easy, for that. That was awesome. I love it. And Swagda says, you did great, Doc, with the singing, buddy. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
You're too kind. Believe me.
Absolutely.
I know what you guys, I know what I put you guys through, what your ears went through, but I appreciate the nice words.
And Ron says, no, I didn't. I did have sushi for the first time at the con, though. Said, love it to this day.
Oh, yeah. And the gray man from across the pond is with us. Hey, gray man.
Great man.
Howdy to you and Lady Lisa. Hope everything's going well on your side of the pond today.
Absolutely. And Fanboy Prime says, hey, ECR.
Jackson Roykirk says, yeah, make sure you crank that bass up loud. I'll leave it at that.
Hey, Dale Botts is in the house, cousin Dale. Glad you're here,
Hey,
buddy.
Dale, great to have you with us.
He says, morning all. Looking forward to an entertaining show. You boys make it interesting. We do make it interesting, either good or bad.
We try. Well, by lunchtime says, hey, gray man, thumbs up.
And Swagda saying, hey, easy.
And Fanboy Prime says, hey, gray man.
And Ron, you're saying good morning to Dale.
Swagda saying, howdy.
And he's also saying, howdy, the Jackson Roykirk.
Tempest from Mars says, a house ad. If you want to see some house ads, man, you got to check out the Gray Man because he's been doing some great work doing those house ads that he does little shorts on. Awesome stuff, man. You got to check him
I haven't got
out.
to comment on him, but I've been trying to plow through watching them. It's great. I mean, you know how we are about
yeah. He did one on direct currents, and I'm like, oh, direct currents that was must read when you read a DC book in the 60s and early 70s, man.
Oh yeah,
great stuff.
And Jackson says, well, like many good things, Revenge of the Jedi, things get renamed by the time they are released.
And the Jackson Roykirk also says, hey, Swag.
And Ron says, I'm honored to be included in the house ads like Pirate Hooker and Beckerman's Glue.
I'll have the correct one done by next week. And like I said, it'll be a lot better than just that. So, Southern Comic Geek is with us. Hey.
Hey, awesome.
He says, I just got here. Did I miss some Turok?
Not yet.
Nope, not. You know what? I think maybe if I have one Turok, that's about the only one I have. I think.
Yeah, I have a few in a gold key box somewhere.
Not that I have anything against Turok.
Oh, no.
I just
Cool.
never collected it. So.
And Maranya says SCG, they haven't shown the books yet, but soon.
Yes, it's coming. It's coming. We're already a half hour in. So, let's see. The Jackson Roker says the coppers tried to shut down Triple C's party, but we wouldn't let them. Yeah, a couple of times they did try to shut it down because of some of the music, but that's okay. We persevered.
And ECR says, dang right, Jackson.
The Jackson Roker says, don't be annoyed, Eric. Wow, remember that from Domino's commercials?
Hey, Hippies Collectibles is in the house.
Hey, Tom, great to have you with us once again.
Absolutely. Good to see you, Tommy. Says Excelsior True Believers.
Yeah. Mike Till says, hey to Hippie.
And Hippie saying morning, Michael.
And Maranya says, Excelsior Hippie.
And Swag says, sounds good, Doc. What you snacking on, Shannon? I don't have anything right now. Is I woke up too early, and I woke up early and I just laid there and I was like, okay, time to get up, and I just had time to get my coffee. And I usually don't eat anything early, but yeah, later on I'll be snacking down.
I love the way Swag does his videos. It's so entertaining. But at the end, when he's like, oh, let's it's so funny. I love that. Every time it gets me. Every time. I'm like, it's just funny stuff, man. Keep doing it, Swag. Hippie's Collectible says, right back at you, Lady M.
And Warren says, I made myself some macaroni salad with canned chicken for brunch. Sounds good.
Cool. The Jackson Rocker says, nice, Maranya. I plan on opening up a can of chicken to make chicken salad later for lunch.
Nice. And Maranya says, happy 29.95 birthday with U.S. shipping handling you, Triple C. How many of us wish we were 29.95?
Oh my gosh, do I wish that? Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And the Gray Man says, I had an ear infection too, bleeding out of my ear. Ow! I've never had one of those.
Yeah,
Wow.
And cousin Dale can attest to this. When I got my eardrum busted, like the next morning, I woke up and there was blood and infection coming out of it, and I had vertigo, couldn't drive. Dad had to take me to the ER, so that was all kinds of fun.
Now, let me know. I've always wanted to ask this of somebody who's had a ruptured eardrum. Does it repair itself? Like
it does, but you have some hearing loss. The doctor told me when it happened, it was better to have a traumatic injury like that. It would always heal better than having an infection and losing hearing like that way. He said I'd always on this side. If somebody was talking to me on this side, there was a bunch of background noise. I have no clue. I can hear okay enough. Of course, playing music, loud music for 45 or 50 years, that didn't help matters. So there we are.
Yeah, I know because I used to get the ones with the fluid behind the ear, that type of infection. So this ear right here, since I was a kid, there was always partial hearing loss in that one. So, but wow, I always wanted to know.
And Grayman says, no, it's nothing to do with listening to heavy metal. Okay. I don't know if that's the truth or if that's a deflection. I don't know what's going on there.
And Fanboy Prime says, mine came about because I wasn't taking my daily allergy pills and doing some yard work, removing a bunch of vines and whatnot.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. No, they're no fun, man. They are no fun.
And the Gray Man, Faneuil Hall, He's not sure about the spelling. I only know from the Fallout 4 games, it's full of super mutants. Okay.
Oh yeah, because one of the Fallout games, my son plays those, and one of them was takes place in Boston because they deal with like Fenway Park and stuff like that. So I'm
Right.
sure they probably mentioned Faneuil Hall in there.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a big shopping place. Big shopping place. That's one of the places they're known for. Maranya says, "Good morning to you and Lady Lisa Gray Man." Absolutely.
And also, she says, thanks for the reminder for me to take my Zyrtec fanboy.
There you go. Diabetic Superman is with us once again.
Glad to have you, sir.
Thanks for joining us. And he says hi to everyone and a hello to you.
And fanboy says, haha, you're welcome, Maranya.
And Maranya says, "Good morning, DS. How are you and Shadow doing?"
And Werewolf says, full of super mutants, Gray. Sounds like this stream. This is very true.
Yes. Diabetic Superman says, "We're doing well, thank you."
And Grayman says, true, Werewolf.
And Maranya says, "Werewolf, I have a feeling Rico is getting into mischief."
And he says, the last time I saw Rico, he was on the neighbor's roof, Maranya.
Oh, no.
That guy gets around. Yeah.
Holy mackerel. What does he think he is, Spider-Man? Maranya says, if he has a fiddle, start worrying. Absolutely.
And Werewolf's having a laugh at that.
Hey, look at that. That's the line. Maranya's got us right on time.
There we go.
So what do you say, Patty? You got some books you want to show?
I got a few things I can show.
Oh, I thought you might. Here we go. It's all you.
Yeah, I just got a couple. I got a few pieces here, just some odds and ends first. Stuff I've got recently, and one book that I found, or a magazine that I found that I wanted to pull out on a stream months and months ago, and just now found it again. But anyway, haven't bought any new comics in a long time, and I kind of was curious about what Absolute Power was all about. So I think this is just like a little introduction. Everything's going on. May or may not get the series. I know at the end of all this, the Justice League is supposed to be coming back, and there's going to be a new JSA series. So for that reason alone, I might start picking up some new stuff. So I might delve quicker into this. I think Higgy's been picking this up, and he said it's really good. So we'll check it out.
Oh, cool. I'll have to check it out.
And I got this the other day, and I'm going to blame this on Eric K. Because he showed like one of his series spotlights and short runs was all the 20-cent Supergirl adventure comics, and I found out there was two I didn't have, so I got one of them. Great cover. Have you noticed there's like in the 60s and 70s there was a lot of these covers with people in tubes? Have you noticed that?
Or in morgues.
Yeah. But this was really good. If I'm not mistaken, it might have some Tony DeZuniga art in it, and of course he's famous for a lot of the horror stuff, and Jonah Hex,
Lightning, right?
And Black Lightning. Yeah, script by Steve Skeets and pencils by Tony DeZuniga and inks by Bob Oskner. So some really cool art in this one.
Nice.
So that was and of course Eric talked about the backup series, or the backup story was called The Invasion. We found out that was drawn by the late, great Don Heck. So, good little package here. Remember the Imposters?
Aurora.
Precursor to the Transformers, I guess.
I still got quite a few of those to fill in that section of adventure. So I'm still
I still got several myself. I need to get to fill out that one. I knew this book was coming out, and I got it from Amazon the other day because I'm a fan of this guy's writing. It's called Panel by Panel, My Comic Book Life by Paul Cooperberg. Guy started out doing fanzines, and then he did work for Charlton Comics, and he came to DC and did a big bunch of stuff. There might be like 2 or 3 pictures in it. Most of it's just about his life in comics. And I just got about 20 pages in. It's real interesting so far. So
good.
Pick this up. Yeah, good book.
Yeah. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, and the magazine that I found that I wanted to put on a stream or a show months and months ago, or maybe last year, I don't know. And I think I've got Leo from Time Travel Comics to blame for this because I think he showed it on maybe with Captain Strange Life on a video, or he showed it on his channel. But it was Cartoonist Profiles number 20 from 1973, and it's got a great article about Charlton Comics in it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. You got,
I've never seen one of those.
Yeah, so you got Nick Cuddy, editor George Wildman, and chief writer Joe Gill going over some stuff. There you got a bunch of the Charlton stuff. I just thought this was really cool. You got color separation apartment and trimming plates. Because Charlton was all one. It was all in house. Where they published and made the magazines. And of course, you've seen this ad.
Yep.
And here is, they're looking, and down there you have a pile of comic book innards that are going to be made into comic books. I thought that was pretty cool. Just a real interesting look.
Okay,
and,
you're on your own. I'm going to eBay.
Okay, yeah. But, they're just, you got the offset press, which prints the covers. You got Check It Out comic covers. You got some E-Man there. You got some Yang. You got the stitching machine where they're stitching the comics together. All this stuff is great. And here you have some more stuff
you don't usually get to see.
Yeah, I know, and I know you love Charlton Comics as much as I do, and as much as a bunch of other people do. So, thank you, Leo from Time Travel Comics, for making me aware of this. And this is really cool, and it profiles some other cartoonists in here. And there's some like some comic strips from a lot of people that I haven't heard. So, this is pretty cool. So
awesome.
Definitely, if you can find it, it's a good addition to the collection.
Yeah, I got to hunt that down.
Okay, how about we show some Howard the Duck?
Howard the Duck. Disco Duck.
What I was talking to somebody about this the other day. I couldn't remember. Now, what is Howard the Duck's first appearance? Is that like in Man Thing or Fear or something like that? Was that his first appearance?
I couldn't tell you. I don't.
I know I probably
have a Howard the Duck book.
Somebody's going to tell us, or they'll look it up and tell us. But yeah, this was. There was used to be a store called Comic Connection in Lexington, Kentucky, and I still haven't rebagged this. And I guess because it's such in bad shape, but I got this for 50 cents. There's the first issue. Like I say, this has been well loved. Guest starring Spider-Man. Almost looks like Red Sonic background. That's probably Beverly. But I did get an upgrade later. So
there you go.
Yeah. I was going through some Marvel boxes, and I said, okay, there's still a few series where I'm missing some issues. So I was kind of writing those down. I thought I'd go ahead and pull this out. And here we have number 2, The Deadly Space Turnip. Steve Gerber, man, I loved his writing on Howard the Duck and Man Thing and the Defenders, and just, didn't he do Omega the Unknown too? Am I right there?
I'm not sure, but he brought.
But you got a lot of great art by Frank Bruner, and later on Gene Colan. And I have another copy of this, and I think I actually bought this online. Maybe I didn't know I had the other one, or I got the other one later. But this was actually before I got to know John, and this was actually from the collection of Dr. Von Chilla.
There you go.
Yeah. Wasn't an AOK, but it was so funny. And I've told this story before. I bought several books from him before I even knew him, and so they're in my collection in 2 different spots. So they're in the regular box, and then they're like in the box with the AOKs and all that. So pretty cool.
Awesome.
And here we have Howard number 3 by Rich Buckler and Steve Lealoa. Nice. Master of Quack Fu. And here we have number 4, When the Sleeper Wakes. Here we have number 5. I think you like this one. Arena of No Return.
There we go. A little wrestling.
Yeah, I just love this. I forgot how much I loved it until I was going through it the other day and reading some of these. And here we have The Secret of the Cellar Sinister, number 6. And there's another number 6. Hey, another one of those Dr. Von Chilla copies. And number 7, From the Oven It Rises, the incredible cookie creature. Yeah. I think Gerber had a good stash of drugs somewhere when he was writing this. Here we have number 8. This is a great cover. Colin, you got President Carter down here. And also another book from the John Rasmussen collection.
Wow.
And this is one of my favorites. This is my childhood copy. Probably one of the first ones I had. Bust to Oblivion, Howard the Duck, number 11. It's beat all to crap, but very cool. I did get an upgrade, which I need to bag. And here's number 12. I think 12 and 13, there might be a cameo in here. Let me look at this just to make sure, so there's no guesswork. Let's see. Yeah, this is the first appearance of Kiss in comics.
Oh, wow.
So for that reason alone, it's a key book. They made an appearance at the end there. And I think more so in the next issue. Yeah, this is another childhood copy. You can tell. But more Howard, more Kiss. Of course, had to get an upgrade. And here is number 14. You can really tell this is a childhood copy. A Duck Possessed.
Love it.
And there's one with the cover. How about that?
Ah.
But you got to love Gene Colan art, Klaus Janson on the ink, Steve Gerber. There's some really cool artwork in this. All right, here we have number 16. Like I say, I hadn't looked in this pile in a while, so a lot of this needs to be bagged and or rebagged. Number 16. And number 19.
Oh, a little homage there.
Yeah, I Foul No More. And another book from the Dr. Von Chilla collection. I must have bought a lot of these from him. Here's number 20. Another Dr. Von Chilla book. And we got the villain, Sud. Wow. And here we have Such is the Mission of the Sinister Sith, number 21. Lots of fun, man. And this one was cool. Got an appearance by Man Thing. 22. I try to take up all the Man Thing appearances. And here we have number 23, Star Wog. And another copy of that. And number 24, The Night After You Save the Universe. And another Dr. Von Chilla special.
Wow.
And number 25, The Circus of Crime. Now that was originally like an older villain group, right? Or am I?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They've been around a long time.
And another Dr. Von Chilla special.
Wow.
And number 27.
Oh, wow.
And here we have, I think there was like 33 issues in this, so I'm missing like probably about 7 or 8. So and he had a king size annual, 1002nd Arabian Nights, Square Bound Beauty.
Oh, wow. I've never seen that.
Yeah. And another Square Bound Beauty. And another Square Bound Beauty. And this is actually, he wanted to reiterate the fact that it was from him, another Dr. Von Chilla book.
There you go. Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
That's awesome.
Oh, there's another one. Wow. Okay. All right. How about some jungle action?
All right.
Here we got number 1.
Yeah.
Great picture frame cover. I think that's Buscema on the cover.
And they got some reprints, right, of those
Yeah,
characters?
these are the first 4 issues are all reprints, but good stuff.
Yeah.
I know Jambo, he's a big fan of this. I know Dr. Von Chilla, he was a big fan of the Black Panther series that starts just a few issues in. And let's show some love to the great one. Gil Kane, number 3, Jungle Action.
Hold on. I think we can do that.
Please acknowledge. Are you paying attention, Micah?
Soak it in.
And I love that one so much.
There you go.
And here we have number 3. Great cover there.
Nice.
And number 4, some more Gil Kane action. Look at that. Thorn.
That
He's
darn Thorn.
That darn Thorn. He's cousin to Rose and Thorn. Thorn is. And here we have the first issue featuring Black Panther. T'Challa in his own series. I think these are reprints. I think it might have a reprint from the Avengers in here where he was with them.
Oh, might be, yeah. Man-Ape.
Yeah, here's a better copy. And here we have the first news story, starting the Panther's Rage storyline by Buckler and Giacoya. Jungle Action 6. Don't have all these either. Still missing a few issues, but I think I've got all the key ones anyway. But you would have to
I'm missing a few of them myself.
Yeah, this one's from my comic shop. This is number 7. Venom is his name. Venom with 2 M's. To differentiate him from the Venom that came later, because they knew they were going to create him. Here's a great cover. It's one of my favorites. It's got the origin of Black Panther, number 8. Man,
that is a nice one.
There about that. And number 9, Baron Macabre.
Nice. Don't get to
number
see
10.
these.
Yeah, these are
that's another nice cover.
Yeah, these are great covers, and but really the stories are better. The story is great. Panther's Rage. Here's number 11. Looks like another Gil Kane special. Yep. And missing a couple issues, and it went to issue 14. Another great cover by Gil Kane.
Oh, that's a cool one too, man.
And number 16, we skip an issue. Another Kane cover.
Wow.
Number 18, Epilogue of Death.
Dun, dun, dun.
Like I say, it's got a few holes to fill, but I got them on my list now, so look forward to trying to complete this one. Here's number 18. Number 20, this is by Buckler and Atkins on the cover. You can tell I haven't looked at these a while. Tape's not even on the bag, and still got the My Comic Shop sticker on it. And this, not this one, but this one was my first Jungle Action, number 21. You know, when you first start out, you fall in love with comics, you read them over and over and over and over just because you just have a little stack, you know.
There you go.
Didn't even know what number it was, and I didn't even know to look in the indicia to find the number. But it's okay. I got one with a number on it.
There we go.
And here's number 22, Fighting the Soul Strangler. And number 24, like I said, I missed a few issues. This is the last issue. Fighting a character called the Wind Eagle. You have to remember the Wind Eagle, right?
Oh, yeah, of course. Everybody remembers him.
Yeah, right. All right. All I got.
Oh, awesome, awesome stuff. Let's get us back together once again. There we go. Cool beans. All right, and Miranya's got us ready to go here with the line. So here we go.
And Werewolf by Lunchtime said Andy Williams isn't loud music, Shannon.
I
Yeah,
remember
he's been looking at
Andy
my playlist, hadn't he? Yeah.
Williams.
And Michael says, Shannon, I had vertigo for one day. It wasn't fun. No, it is not.
No, 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 no.
And lead paint's in the house.
Hey, great to have you with us, Lead Paint. Hey, Greg.
Yeah. Happy to see you, Greg. Hope you're having a great morning. And thank you for sharing part of it with us. And Martin
Absolutely.
says, good morning, lead paint. And Fanboy Prime says, great Adventure Comics cover. Yeah, I always thought it was a great cover. So now I just need one of those to complete the Supergirl Adventure 20-cent cover run. Thank you, Eric, for making me spend more money.
And speaking of Eric,
Yeah, and speaking of Eric, regarding that Adventure Comics with Supergirl that Shannon showed, it's about time I influenced you on a pickup of City
uh, what goes
Yeah,
around comes around, right?
I deserve that one. So, I think he's probably
Oh,
spent a lot of money because of both of us.
yeah.
And Michael Taylor says, very cool Adventure Comics, cool Invasion splash page. Yeah.
Mhm. Nice stuff.
And Diabetic Superman says Cooper Bird wrote a Spider-Man versus Hulk novel back in the 70s. I think, yeah, there's some stuff in there like where he wrote a bunch of those Marvel, not like I guess what they're pocket novels, is what they call
Yeah,
them. Or that's yeah,
pocket paperbacks or
pocket.
whatever.
And Michael says very cool Charlton cartoonist. Wonder if Steve has that. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't.
Yeah,
Uh,
really.
But inquiring minds want to know, Steve, if you see this, let us know.
Absolutely.
And Nippy says adventure into fear night. There we go. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
why I said Man Thing, because I knew Man Thing was in a lot of that. So and the hippie is one of the ones to know. Yeah, thanks, Tom.
There you go.
And Michael Tell says 50 cent is a steal for Howard the Duck one. Yeah, I don't know if it was in that bad a shape when I got it, but it became that way later on. Let's put it that way.
Wow.
And Ranger Sly's in the house.
Hey,
Our neighbor
Ranger.
to the north. Yeah, and he's saying howdy to neighbors to the south.
Great to have you with us once again. Thanks for spending your Saturday with us.
Yeah. And the gray man saying hi to Sly. And Sly saying howdy neighbor to the other side of the Atlantic. And Swag is saying howdy Ranger. And he's also saying hi you gray man. And Robert Harrison's in the house. Yeah. Glad you're here,
Yet
Bob.
another neighbor to the north.
Another neighbor to the north. Good morning, boys and girls.
Great to have you with us.
Always. And Brian says good morning to Ranger and Robert. Hippie's Collectibles in a world of talking hairless apes. Now that's absurdity. And Ron says Adventure in Fear 19 is the first recorded appearance of Howard the Duck in comic books. Yeah. I know I got it somewhere. I just haven't seen it in a while. And Werewolf says, I think it's actually just called Fear, Ron, but I could be wrong. Well, it was in the indicia, it was called Fear, but like on a lot of the covers later on, it said Adventure into Fear. I think the first, 9 issues or so were like all monster reprints by Kirby and Ditko and Heck and all those guys. So it's a great series. Right? Yeah. It's a great series all there. And you got Man Thing, and then later on you got was it Morbius was in the later ones. Yeah. And Diabetic Superman says that cookie creature better stay away from Sesame Street and a certain blue Muppet. I was thinking that exact thing when I pulled that out. And Jackson says it's weird. I can deal with a guy walking up the side of buildings and another who bursts into flames and flies, but I can't get into a talking duck. Opinions vary on Howard. Opinions vary. Duck, you sucker. Those are some awesome eggs. Yes, they are easy.
Wasn't that a movie? Wasn't that what did they make like a 70s exploitation movie called Duck You Sucker or something like
It was
that?
called
That
I'm going
sounds
to get.
very familiar.
It was called I'm going to get you, sucker.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool beans.
And Michael says, very cool jungle action one. Thanks, sir. And Beckerman's in the house.
Hey!
Welcome, sir.
Great to have you with us, Beckerman.
Absolutely. He says, hey to everyone, heading to a small local con to hunt some books, waiting outside Swagda. So if he's still here, come outside, buddy. Yeah, that was it was a couple, where we're doing the show, and then I'm playing music later. It was actually a comic show just 30 minutes north of me, and also at a comic shop called Heroes Realm here in Lexington, Kentucky. Jim Lee is doing a book signing. So it's going to be like his last signing while he was still in his 50s, but he's just going to be just up the road signing books from 10 to 12. And I said,
Oh,
no.
wow.
Yeah, that would have been cool. Yeah. And Ironhide 84 says, just got back from answering the door, only to miss the Gil Kane alert.
Well, stick around. We might play it later again.
Yeah, we have to acknowledge the great one.
That's
And Nippy's
it.
Collectible says, there's that Gil Kane guy again. Yeah, he's all over the place. And Ronnie says, hey there, Beckerman, have fun. How are you and Cat Murdoch doing?
Hey,
Hey, Graphic Man's in the house. Hey, Micah, glad to see you.
how you doing, Micah?
He says, I just tuned in, and Shane says, are you paying attention, Micah? It freaked me out. Not kidding. Seconds later, I realized it's all coincidence.
That's funny.
Yeah, we have to acknowledge, because we know what a huge fan of Gil Kane that Micah is.
Of course, yes. It's just a natural.
Ranger's having a laugh at that one.
Yes, sir.
And Michael Taylor saying hello to Micah. And Werewolf also says, howdy, Micah. And Ron just said, your ears were burning, Micah. You knew we were talking about it. And Ranger Sly says, howdy to Micah. And the Jackson Roy Kirk says, no coincidence, there's a camera outside your house. You are being watched. And Michael Taylor says, very cool jungle action 10. Thanks, sir.
Yeah, a lot of cool books there.
And Graphic Man said, it was bizarre, not as bizarre as the Kane cover he was showing, but it would freak you out. Can't explain it. And Splash Page Comics is in there. He's telling you, yeah, you need to rebag and board. Yep. I'm waiting on supplies as we speak. Is he a new one, or have we had him on before?
Yes, yeah. I know he's been here before. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us again.
Yeah, appreciate you to be here. Jackson Roykirk says, Wind Eagle has a movie coming out at the end of the year. Thought that name sounded familiar. All that hype coming out. Yeah. And Michael says, very cool stuff, Shannon. Thank you, sir. And Ron saying, hey there, SBC. And Jackson says, anyone else notice how you can't hear Rod when he claps?
I think he wants me to clap more, so nobody can hear me.
There we go. And Warroll says, have you started queuing yet, Jackson? And Splash Case Comics says, oh, forgot hello, you Tubians. And Warroll says, I can hear him, Jackson, but then again, I learned how to turn the volume up on my TV at a young age. Hey, it's Sarah's in the Silver Hair Bronze Age Beige Comics. Says, look, comic book lovers. Glad to see you, Sarah. Welcome.
Yes. Thanks so much for joining us, Sarah. Great to have you with us.
Yeah.
I love those shorts she puts out with the music and stuff.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Fun
all
stuff.
the Superman and Lois covers and the Neil Adams stuff. Yeah. She's
I wish I could do something like that with the music, because I love the music, but I'm always afraid that they're going to take it down or something if I use good music. But it's a lot of fun to watch those things.
Oh, yeah. They're great. And the comic collector's in the house. Hey, welcome, buddy. He said, what's up?
Great to have you with us.
Yeah. And Jackson works as Shebab. Sarah. And Werewolf saying, hey, Shebab. And she's saying hi to Jackson and Wolf. And Ron says, good morning, She-Bam and TCC. And the comic collector saying hi to Maranya. And Ironhide 84 says, yeah, Duck You Sucker is a 70s spaghettis Western directed by Sergio Leone, also called A Fistful of Dynamite. Very cool.
I thought I recognized it.
Yeah.
It's a long time ago, though.
Yeah. And World says, regarding Jackson getting into a talking duck, are you using the right key? And Ironhide 84 says, great movie with James Coburn set in the Mexican Civil War. Now I kind of remember it just because of Coburn. Yeah.
Yeah. James Coburn, man.
Yeah. And Ronnie says, that's pretty foul to think about, Werewolf. I might quack up if I think too hard on that. I knew it was coming. I didn't know who it was going to be, but I knew it was coming. And ECR is giving Ironhide the fist bump. And when he's giving one back at you, ECR. And Wolf said, blah, ha, ha, Maranya. And Micah says, yes, but Micah thinks Kane needs a nose.
Needs a nose.
And she says, I'll have to put my therapy costs on your bill, Werewolf.
There you go.
And Micah says, nose job. Yeah. Ranger's having a laugh. And D. Jackson says, no, honest, it isn't coming through. Okay.
Uh-oh.
And Wolf by lunchtime said, oh, no, I can't afford $2 million. And Ron, you said, I couldn't hear it either, Jackson. You're not alone. Are we still talking about the clap?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear
I can hear you now. Can you hear me? And she says, thank you, gents. You're very welcome.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
And Ron says, that's the first month, Werewolf. Rico may need to be put out to stud to pay for it. And Werewolf by lunchtime said, Ron has clapless claps. That's a talent. And Werewolf says, Rico will pay it off in a week. Wow.
Awesome, awesome,
Poor
awesome.
Rico.
All right, we got the line again. All right, let's show some books, some more books. Here we go. All right, let's see. I got a bunch of stuff here. One thing I don't usually show up. Whoops, what is falling over here? Okay, there we go. One thing I really haven't shown a lot of, and that's my Wonder Woman collection.
Oh, nice.
So I figure we'll show some Wonder Woman. How about that?
Yeah.
We got, I don't have a whole lot of them, but I've got the, of course, the Go-Go Checks run of Wonder Woman and a few others.
Cool deal.
Let's see. Here we go with 155, where she's marrying a monster.
Oh, yeah. I remember that cover.
Monster with a big melon. Look at his head. Holy mackerel.
I hope he doesn't get ahead of himself.
Like a big, like a big piece of broccoli or something going on.
It does. Animal, vegetable, mineral man's cousin.
There you go. Then we get into the Go-Go Checks. We got 161 with her mummy.
Oh, mummy cover. You don't see those too often.
There we go. Go-Go Checks. Love the Go-Go Checks. Here's 162 with, what does that say? Minister. I thought that's what it said. Minister Blizzard.
Minister Blizzard.
Oh my gosh. I love the Silver Age. I mean, you gotta love it.
Yeah.
Here's 164. Oh, these are all out of order, I think. There we go.
So you got all the Wonder Womans with the Go-Go Checks?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Well, that's a feat in itself because those things are scarce.
Some of them were kind of tough. A couple of them. Let's see, 165, where she's fighting that paper guy. The paper guy.
The paper guy. He's no longer the paper boy you once knew.
That's right. And then we got 167, The Strange Power of the Magic Lasso.
There we go.
Just classic Silver Age stuff, man.
Yeah, I love those.
Is 168. I think
Yeah,
this was one of the tougher ones because I think, isn't that Artemis? I, I think it's
it
got
could
something
be.
to do with Artemis.
Sure. Yeah,
I'm not,
yeah. I like
I
where
can't
they were
remember.
riding the kangaroos.
This was the last one that I got. So this was probably the tougher of the ones to get. It was 169.
Oh wow, that's a nice cover.
The
I love the
centipede
purple.
guy. What's it say? The Crimson Centipede. A name that will strike fear in the hearts of
Right.
entomologists.
Later to be made into a video game.
Here's 170. I like
Oh yeah,
this one.
I got that in a reprint. I think it's reprinted in a 100 pager.
This is just like your typical stereotypical Silver Age book right here. You
Yeah,
got the ape, you got the in space and something, you know, just great stuff.
yeah. DC like
Gotta
their
have
monkeys,
those.
that's for sure.
Absolutely. And we got 171. I believe this was the last Go-Go Checks issue.
Oh, that's a nice cover.
And I know there were a couple missing in there, but they're probably in the rack somewhere here. Then we got 178.
Oh yeah, one of my
Oh,
favorites. Yeah, I remember seeing that in some house ads. Then I had to go
mm-hmm.
back to that issue and the next one. Yeah.
Yep. And we got 197. It's a
Oh yeah.
double size issue.
There you go.
There's still quite a few that I want to fill in. I want to fill in though that run, uh, the run after this
Right.
that she's doing the Diana Prince thing. I want to fill in that. I do have some of those, and for some reason, they're not in with these. So
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
kind of like. A lot of people didn't like it, but I kind of like the Emma Peel period where she was
Yeah,
powerless. Yeah, I
yeah,
Ching, all that. Yeah.
yep, yep. And of course, I know you'll love this one. Uh, Number 211. It's a 100-page super
Oh yeah.
spectacular,
Yeah, might have two or three of those laying around somewhere.
and this is another. This is another run that I'm trying to finish off. Those 12 labors of Wonder Woman.
Right. Yeah. That's one of my favorite storylines.
Mm, Here is 212. The beginning of it.
Oh yeah, that was one of those ones that was in a house ad that I coveted for a long time before I got it.
That's
That
it.
starts the 12 labors right there. Yeah.
Here's 214, a double size issue, 100-pager.
Yeah.
GL
Oh
telling the story.
yeah.
And then we got another one. Let's see, 216 with Black Canary
Oh yeah.
telling the story.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I have two. So,
So you've had bouts of that sickness too, huh?
yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. All right. Let's see. We'll put these right down here. And then I pulled out a bunch of stuff that um, just kind of off the beaten path, so to speak. So I think I've showed this not too long ago. One of the Fireside books. I'm trying to get the first 5 of the Fireside books. So
Oh man. Yeah, you hardly ever see that one.
nope. So that was pretty cool. And Eric K. This was in the stack. Eric K. There you go, my man. I told you I was going to show you something. Unfortunately, it's not comic related, but it is wrestling related. So
Oh, there
there
you
we
go.
go.
Yeah.
One is the true number one, and one is a replica. Can you tell the difference?
Yeah, I was talking to
Oh,
Eric the other day we were talking about those magazines because we just had one wrestling show on Saturday mornings, or like 12 o'clock, and it was like the
Yeah.
Mid South, wrestling. And the
Oh yeah.
only way I knew of the other stuff was through those magazines. It was
Oh
really cool
yeah.
to read those. Yeah.
The old After magazines. Yeah.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
You talked about
Found
Mr. App.
found an old Fangoria magazine in the stack. I'm like, I have no idea when when this came out. I was looking for a date, but there's no date on it. But it's got to be pretty old.
That's
So
probably 80s. Extra, I think, came out in the 80s.
yeah, probably. Um, then I just got this not too long ago. Comic book creator.
Oh, nice. I hadn't seen that one. Very cool.
So yeah, that was cool. It's got a bunch of Denny O'Neil stuff in it, with some
Oh,
classic stuff like the GLGA series, which is
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
So, but then I found a stack of these books. Here's one from DC, The Secret Origins of Superheroes.
Oh, that's on my list. I've like it's been almost impossible for me to find a copy of that.
Well, I've had this one for quite a while. As you can tell, it is
Yeah.
well loved.
Yeah. I remember they had that in some house ads in the DC Comics. I always wanted one.
Yep. So it's got all the origins of all those characters there on the back.
Oh,
So,
nice.
and it's pretty good. You know,
Nice.
it's one of those things where you could before you can get in some cases you never get them, the origin issues of these characters in their own series or whatever. Here you
Right.
go. You get them in. You find get books like this and get these. You know.
Yeah.
Here's Alter Ego, the comic book artist collection. Got a little Joe Kubert art going on there. Some
Oh
of our
yeah.
favorites.
Oh yeah. That's good stuff.
And they got uh, Roy Thomas has got an interview in it. Joe Kubert, Jack Kirby, Carmine Infantino, Wally Wood, Frank Robbins, and Dave Hoover. I'd never heard of Dave Hoover. Bonus, new and profusely illustrated. Roy Thomas in-depth 1999 interview with Gil Kane. Gil
On
Kane
memory.
lives. So I mean, it's pretty cool. Most of us have seen the stuff from Tomorrows and whatnot. So I
What
mean,
number is that? I'm not sure if I have that one. It looks like one. If I
let's
don't
see.
have it, I should have it.
I don't think it's a number. It's like a one of those collected editions.
Okay.
I'm trying to look for a number. Let's see here.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it
it's
just
just
says it says Alter Ego, the comic book artist collection,
okay.
and it's from March of 2001.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, just really. I mean, I just love looking at the artwork that they put in this stuff. Look at that. That's just cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Cool beans. There's Batman and a little Hawkman there. They put Higgy. Then I picked up another. This is another, I believe, Tomorrows, isn't it? Written by Michael Fury. It's about Dick Giordano.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've got that one. That's a good one.
Yeah, this is a really fun read. Talks about a lot of stuff in comics that that we lived through. You
Yeah,
know,
that's
the
something.
Green
All the
Lantern
stuff I read.
series.
Yeah, all the stuff
What's
I read
that?
about all the stuff I read about Giordano. Hardly anybody had a bad thing to say about him.
Mm.
He's just a really good guy.
It's just a really really fun read. Speaking of those Wonder Woman ones, there you go.
There you go. Yeah,
So, I mean, it is a really good read if you get a chance to get it. Written by Michael Urie.
yeah,
Um, he's done quite a bit of stuff writing in the comic field. In fact, I've got a he did a book on Captain Action, the Captain
yeah.
Action toy, and as well as all the other stuff like the comics and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, it's
which is
funny you
pretty.
should mention. I've got him as a friend on Facebook, and I think I just sent him a message that said, "Are you ever going to do an issue dedicated to the DC 100-page spectaculars?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's funny you should mention that. It comes out next month." So I was all over that one.
Oh, wow, that's good to look forward to. Thanks for the heads up on that.
No, I mean this was an older one. There's
Oh,
already an
oh,
issue,
oh, it's all that. Oh,
a
okay.
back issue where features that. Yeah.
Oh, cool. And then I found this, my George Perez
Oh,
book.
no. Yeah.
Just really cool. I mean, this is got some great artwork. There we go. Now you can see it better.
Oh, yeah.
Just cool stuff. Nice picture of him when he in his younger days.
Yeah.
Look at him.
He was just a master of the team books, man.
Yeah, he was. I mean, and it's just a lot of stuff about him and his career and whatnot.
Nice.
And and of course, it includes a lot of artwork by him. I mean,
Yeah.
every page has artwork on it from him. So, I mean, it's just really fun. Look at that. Just great stuff.
Yeah.
Monitor and so more stuff. Just
Nice.
fun stuff. Again, an artist whose career we lived through and
Oh, yeah.
enjoyed, you know.
Yeah. He left us way too soon.
Yes. Yes, he did. So, just tremendous stuff.
Yeah.
So that's another good book. You can probably find that on eBay or somewhere. And then I found this another book by Michael Urie, Justice League Companion.
Gee, I don't have that one. You know better,
And
right?
yeah, I'm going to be surprised if you didn't have this. But I mean, it's just great. It's just full of little
Uh,
facts and stuff like that about the Justice League and stuff like that. And right on the back, I don't know if it'll show up very good, but right there, that Superman right there, that
oh yeah.
is like that used to be in bubblegum machines.
Oh
And
yeah. Yeah. That's so
yeah,
cool.
yeah, and I actually have a piece of that bubblegum.
Oh wow. Tattoo gum, 1 cent.
That's
Wow.
it. That's it. And it's just like,
Jeez. Yeah.
I mean, I love he goes into all kinds of stuff. Like there's the play set with Batman and it's actually got the Justice League members and stuff in it.
Oh yeah.
Some, the Flash and Aquaman, I think it was,
Yeah.
and just all kinds of stuff like that. And it's fascinating because I did not know that some of the ancillary stuff, the look, costumes, and stuff like that.
Oh,
There's a big there you go with the big ad of that
all right.
Superman, I mean, up here. So,
Cool. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's just really informative, and, of course, in the back, it's got, like, showing you the first, I don't know what it
Oh
was,
yeah.
first 50 books.
Like the synopsis and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, it goes to the first 100 books, I think, of the Justice League. It also talks about some of the, crossover stuff
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's really, really good. I can't recommend this enough to folks if you're a big Justice League fan. And this
Uh,
came out, oh, I don't know how long ago it was. Let's see if I
it's
can
been a
find it
minute.
here. I don't see a date on this. So 2005, there we go. July 2005.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you could probably find it if you hunt it down. So, but I highly, highly recommend it.
Yeah.
So, just
Yeah. It's a great
fun
book.
reading, fun reading. What else do I got here? Oh yeah, and you're always hearing me talk about the cartoons, those Saturday morning cartoons I love. Well, I don't know if
Oh wow.
anybody. how many people have seen this book, The Art of Hanna-Barbera. It is a pretty
Wow.
big book. It's pretty hefty, but
Never seen that.
I
That's
had
so
to. Oh yeah, when I saw this, especially when I opened it up and saw. Oh, I want to get to the part where there we go, right there. Because they talk about all the cartoons that they did, right? But I wanted it for this, the
there.
superheroes.
Yeah,
Just
that's the good
great
stuff.
stuff. And of course, they go on to show Johnny Quest, Space Ghost,
Wow.
Frankenstein Jr. and the Impossibles, and they talk about how they came to be, or some of the problems or whatever that um, were going on with doing them or something. Just the
That,
Herculoids.
that brings back a lot of great memories.
Look at this. That's artwork of Shazam I'd never seen before.
Japan,
Before this,
yeah.
I mean, that's just great stuff. So, and like I said, they cover they go right back to the beginning of their careers, the beginning, and I mean they show, stuff about both Hanna-Barbera, Hannah and Johanna, or I get their names mixed up. Mr. Hannah and Mr. Barbera.
There you go. Both of them.
That's it. Tom and Jerry and all kinds of the Tom and Jerry years. You know, I mean, so it's just a lot of fun. Really good read. If you're as into cartoons as I am, I know you are.
Oh yeah.
You know, but it is definitely worth the price of admission. Let's see if I can get this back together without destroying it. All right.
Yeah, it's a great
Uh,
book.
and let's see what else did I wanted to show. Real quick, I'll show some treasuries. How's that?
Yeah.
We got Marvel Treasury Edition number 17 with the Incredible Hulk.
There we go.
And on the backside, all the villains you could
Got the
imagine.
thing in there. Yeah. The leader. Yeah.
Uh, is number 15 with Conan the Barbarian.
Conan. Red Sonja.
Yes, sir. Here we go.
Now, most of those early ones they're like reprints, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, because
yeah. I
I
don't believe this is a new story.
don't have nearly as many Marvel as I do DC on those treasuries.
Yeah, I want more of the DC ones myself. His
Uh,
giant superhero holiday grab bag. I love this cover too.
oh yeah, look at that giant man.
Just got it. Everybody. And here's number 20 with another Hulk. I know you find it hard to believe that I'd have a couple of Hulks in here.
It does kind of test the boundaries of realism, you know.
And we'll finish off with a Hulk. How about that? Number 26. This is
Yeah.
the last one I got not too long ago. This is a hard one to get. It's very pricey because I don't know. Something to do with because of there's a Modoc and Wolverine new
Ah,
story in it.
okay.
So, because I thought
Explains
it
that,
can't
huh?
be, yeah, it can't be about the harpy. Who cares about the harpy? Old, Betty there turning into the harpy. So, all righty. Oh, and I'll leave you with, you know what? I really hate Todd McFarlane.
Okay.
Yeah, you're laughing because you know why, right? Because he makes me spend money.
Oh yeah, there we go.
I had to I had to pick this up the other day. I saw it and I'm like, oh, that is just too cool.
Yeah, that's one of the few that they have in stock. That's that one's not too terribly priced either. So yeah, I've been wanting that one myself.
Yeah, I mean, if you are not there on the day that they release things, A lot of times you don't get them. That Ragman one, that sold out within less than 24
Yeah,
hours.
those are like pre-order days. I mean, it's not like they have it in stock. You pre-order, and the pre-orders were sold out. But I found a dealer on eBay, and when that comes out, it's going to come out next month. I had to pay a few more dollars for it, but I actually got one of the Ragman coming
Oh,
next
you
month.
lucky bugger.
Just about forgot about it. So when and I'll probably forget about it again before I get it, and it'll show up on the door. Oh yeah. But yeah, I'm like you. I had to have one. I was like, I'm going to pay a few more bucks for this just because Ragman is so cool.
Yeah, and it's got like it's part cloth too. It ain't all plastic. It's got
Right.
that cloth shape and stuff. I mean, it's a really well done figure. All his figures are really really well done.
Oh yeah, I agree.
They're
Yeah.
just and I love the fact that it comes with like a 3.5-inch Atom. I mean, that's just cool.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah.
but doggone him making me spend money. All right, let's see if I can find our line once again. There we go. Thank you so much, Maranya, keeping us in line. Keep me in line, I should say. All right, here we go. Comic book collecting quest. Hey, great to have you with us.
Hey, welcome. Is it? We had him before on here.
I think you've been here once or twice before. I believe
Okay.
so. He says good morning to everyone and a good morning to you, sir. Thanks for spending part of your Saturday
Absolutely.
with us.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Maranya says good morning, CBCQ. Ranger Sly says go checks goodness. Yes, sir. Gotta have some go checks in my morning. And Silver Age, Bronze Age Babe Comic says order doesn't really matter with this SA Wonder Woman books. There you
Yeah,
go.
you said Wonder Woman.
Absolutely.
I knew hear from Sarah on that because I know she's a big Wonder Woman fan. Yeah.
Absolutely. The Jackson Roykirk says Claremont messed up. He should have made his villain's name Minister Sinister. Well, there is, believe it or not, there is a wrestler manager called the Sinister Minister. He got in all kinds of trouble because the NWA was going to get on the verge of getting a TV contract, right? And they did this special show, and they did a little vignette. And when they did the special vignette, this minister, the Sinister Minister, was acting like he was doing cocaine and stuff with some girls or whatever. And
Oh wow.
the sponsors and the TV show said, the TV network said, "Yeah, I don't think that's exactly what we want to do." Killed it
No,
for him.
that's bad.
Lead Paint says those Silver Age Wonder Womans are easily the hardest main title to find during that time period. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I agree.
Absolutely right.
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely. Ranger Sly says no egg foo raw. Yes, I do have that. It's got to be either in here or it's in one of these boxes where I pulled it before to show for some reason. So I do have it, Ranger, because I have all those go checks. That I do know. So it's just I'm so disorganized down here, man. I really got to spend like a week down here.
Yeah,
So
I don't have the problem at all. But you don't worry, you'll get it.
Jackson Roykirk says, Black Canary. As a kid, I used to say Black Canary. I never knew it was. I never knew of it. I wasn't thinking of it as a bird. You
Yeah.
know, I don't know what I thought a canary was. I don't know. When you're a kid, what do you know? Michael
Please.
Taylor says, very cool. Wonder Woman. Thank you so much, Michael. Appreciate that. The Jackson Roykirk says they're reprinting the Origins of Marvel Fireside book with an Alex Ross homage on the cover to the cover. Oh, cool.
Oh, if
That
I
would
can
be
cut in here just a second, you probably already know this, but they are actually, I don't know if it's out yet or not, but they're actually making a documentary on the making of Kingdom Come. Yeah.
yes. I just saw that this morning.
Yeah.
Where did I see that?
Yeah.
I saw it in one of the ads of the news, one of the comics or something.
Yeah.
But yes, I did just see. No, I got an email about it. That's what it
Yeah.
was.
I think
Because
it's like a Kickstarter project, isn't it?
something like that, because
Yeah.
it says you can join the waiting list. I haven't clicked on it to go to it to see what the
Right.
deal is, but yeah, it's going to be a documentary on that. I'm like, oh, I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
Eric K says, "Oh, Rod, that first issue of PWI is so cool. I like PWI, but the wrestler was my favorite." Yeah, yeah, I know. Those after mags were great. And Bill Apter's still around doing. He was just in the press conference for SummerSlam last Saturday night, so he's still around.
Yeah.
Maranya says, "I need to replace a lot of those reference books. They've been lost over my moves over the years." Oh yeah, I'd like to get those first 5 Fireside books. Those were really, really good. Michael Taylor says, "Very cool Wrestling Illustrated. Always like Mil Mascaras." Yeah, he was to me, he was like a superhero. He was. He had a
Yeah.
mask.
Yeah. Yeah. That was one of
Yeah,
those ones I never even got to see any video of the guy, but saw him in the magazines, when I was looking through stuff.
yeah, he was like a real life superhero. So cool. Eric K says, "By the way, I heard that Dusty and Mill, who each had big egos," oh, I find that hard to believe, "argued over who was going to take a knee and the other standing behind him. I guess they both perceived it as the guy standing was the real star." I could see that happening, unfortunately. Yeah, I've heard both of them had big egos. Werewolf by Lunchtime says that Secret Origin book looks older than the Dead Sea Scrolls, Ron. Yeah, it's well loved and been around here a long, long time, Werewolf.
Those are the best kind right there.
There you go. Michael Taylor says, "Very cool. Alter Ego Batman Hawkman cover." Yeah, those books are from Tomorrow's. They just put out such great stuff.
They did.
Easy Comic Reader says, "Comic books, baby." B. Jackson Roker says, "Yes, that focus on Perez was mind blowing back in the day. 1986, if I recall correctly." He says, "Has an index of his work that I used to track down so many comics." Yep, you are correct, sir. Eric K says, "Hey, Michael T. I saw Mascaras live down in Florida as a kid. He was in great shape, and the fans gasped when he took off his robe to show a great physique, and they loved his high flying moves." That's why I say he was like literally out of the comic books. That's what it seemed like to me. Eric also says, "I was not a huge Mascaras fan, but I thought the best masked wrestlers were the Masked Superstar and the Assassin. Toss Mr. Wrestling 2 in that mix if you want." He says.
Yeah, I did get to see some video of Mr. Wrestling too, and I really liked him. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Michael Taylor says, "Eric K, very cool with the flying body press that he would end the match with." Yes. He could do it like no other. Ironside 84 says, "Toth and Wildy, absolute masters." I like, how do you say his name? Toth? Toth? I don't know.
I've heard it
But
both ways. I've heard it Toth. I've heard it Toth. Just I don't know.
I
I
went
have
on,
no
I went
clue.
on a I went on a website that's dedicated to him, and he's got a lot of those character sheets for the cartoons
Oh
that
yeah,
they did in the mid '60s, and it's very fascinating and cool looking art. I'm
yeah.
telling you.
I've seen those.
Maranya says, "Eric has how are Ozzy, Harry, Anna Lee, and Martin doing today? We want to know." Ironhide 84 says, "The great thing about Space Ghost was that CBS, I believe, was looking for an animated answer to Batmania. So Alex Toth drew a gazillion permutations of different superheroes." Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Even Space Ghost's original costume looked totally different than what he was wound up being. So those years, 66, 67, 68, that's my golden years for Saturday mornings, man. Ironhide also says, "Before the executives decided on Space Ghost." Yeah.
Nice.
And Space Ghost, they left, they had, in 69 when they had the big upheaval there with the parent teachers groups saying, "Oh, those cartoons are too violent, get them off," and they all disappeared. They were at the top of the list for viewing.
Oh yeah,
They had
yeah.
great ratings.
Oh yeah. Top of the food chain, and then all of a
Yeah,
sudden they're bad.
yeah. I'm trying to think. The only thing that I remember good after, it came out in 69 was Scooby Doo. I love
Yeah.
Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
Eric says, "My four-legged kids are doing well, Maranya. They are living their best life in this house. Thank you for asking," he says. Maranya says Alex Toth is a criminally underrated artist. He did so much character design for the Super Friends and other superhero Hanna-Barbera shows. Deceptively simple designs, but highly effective. Exactly.
You can't
Exactly.
say it any better than that. I mean, the guy was just a
No.
master of composition. Yeah.
Yeah. Great stuff. Thank you, Maranya. Michael Taylor says, very cool Hanna-Barbera FF picture. I audio taped Hanna-Barbera FF. Yeah. Yeah, because that was before VCRs, right? So absolutely. Oh, that was such a I I I hated I can't say I hated because I still like the cartoon, but I didn't like so much the Herbie the Robot Fantastic Four one. You know, it was just it was missing. It was missing the Human Torch, and it was
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah. That was
ah,
kind of, you got to have all four, you know.
yep, yep. Ironhide 84 says, imagine what the discard pile would have looked like. Even the most generic superhero Toth would come up with would have been awesome. I
Oh,
agree
yeah.
with you.
Agreed. Yeah.
I 100%. Eric K says Ozzy and Harry are torture Annalise, though. She really doesn't want anything to do with the boys. His cats. Oh my gosh. Oh. Werewolf by Lunchtime says Rico has decided to join us for the end of the show. Wow, well,
Awesome.
there we go.
Awesome.
Great to have you with us, Rico. Maranya says, poor Annalise, those boys need to behave. Hippie's Collectibles says, love those treasury editions.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. V. Jackson Roykirk says the most Marvel treasuries were reprints. Some had one original story. I know there was a couple that did have original stories, like what was it, Spidey and the Hulk and the Olympics there or whatever. That was wacky. Ironhide 84 says Maranya, yes, his style was using as few lines as possible to convey as much as possible. I love that
Oh, yeah.
simplistic nature of his drawing style. That's what the word I was looking for. Maranya says Rico's taking a break from fiddling around. Hey, werewolf. If it's collectible says DC had the famous first
Oh, yeah.
editions. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Have all those. Love them.
Mm. You do have all of them now? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, cool, man. I envy you. And Grayman says, I have an exactly equal number of Marvel and DC treasuries. A big fat zero of each. Oh
Oh,
no!
no.
How can you go without them, Grayman?
You got to hit eBay
Well,
right now.
that's it. That's it. Werewolf by Lunchtime says he broke a string, Maranya. Ah. Tempest from Mars says you need to rectify that situation, Grayman. There you go. Maranya says clean and easy to animate too, considering all those cells were drawn by hand back then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Grayman says sweet Adam. Yep, the old Adam there.
Yeah.
Love it. Michael Taylor says very cool Adam figure. Yeah, that was just when I saw that, it was just too cool. I found this in a on a what are they? GameStop. It was a GameStop.
That's
They
cool.
have once in a while they have figures in there, and I always stop in just in case. And they had that one. I said, "Yeah, you're coming home with me." Great man, a simple but great costume design. Yes. And Maranya says they should have made a third Adam figure about an inch tall to complete the transformation. I
Yeah.
agree with you.
Yeah. That would have been cool because
That
we've
would have
seen
been
that
fun.
transformation in comics.
That's
Yeah.
it. And put in the little chair for the JLA meetings. Ranger Sly says, "Sweet Adam action figure, thank you, Ranger." Yeah, it's awesome. I was real psyched to get that because I love those characters, those second banana characters. Mike Taylor says, "Rod, very cool stuff. Thank you so much, Michael. Appreciate that." Grayman said, "Needs a fourth giant mad Adam too." Lead Paint says, if you want that Marvel Treasury Wolverine story cheaper than buying that Treasury number 26, it was reprinted in one of those 1989 Marvel Baxter paper books issues, the Hulk and Wolverine one, I think.
Cool.
I have that too, and I don't remember seeing it in there because it's been a while. So, thank you for that, Greg. Appreciate that. I love it because everybody. I love the Peanut Gallery, man, because they come through for us with all these little nuggets of knowledge. I love it. Michael Taylor says, Rod, by the way, are you 100% yet? I'm probably about, I would say, 85 to 90% today. I feel great today, man. I was telling Shannon before we got on, I says, I don't know. I wish I could figure out whether it's something in the diet or is it the medications that I take, or what, some combination thereof or whatever. But whatever it is, because today I feel great, man. I feel great.
I'm
So
glad. Yeah.
I'm so psyched to be here. Graphic Man, he says, if you have to choose between Marvel Treasury and DC, always go for the Marvel Treasury. But if I had to rank the DC editions, get the one of Batman and Ra's al Ghul. Ghul. It has a great wraparound cover. Yeah, that's the one where he's like,
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
Michael, we'll have to agree to disagree on that one. Love the Marvel Treasuries, but I'm more of a DC guy, so that's a good thing. You can like anything on here, and it's
that's
all good
it.
with us.
That's right. It's all good. Werewolf by Lunchtime says they did make a tiny one, Maranya, but he's in Gray Man's ear, hence the bleeding. Talking about the Atom. Gray Man says Ray wouldn't do that, do me that bad that way. He says I butchered that. Let's try that again. Gray Man says Ray wouldn't do me bad that way, Werewolf by Lunchtime. There, I'm sorry, Gray Man, man. I couldn't talk. Save my life. Werewolf by Lunchtime says maybe he was banging on your eardrum, Gray. Gray says Canary is where they produce what? What is it? I can't read across the pond. I guess cannery, cannery. I think he's making fun of the way I say cannery, right? When I thought it was cannery. Cannery is where they put produce in cans. Silly. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. I was a kid. What did I know? Not that I know that much more now. Werewolf, he's laughing. Grayman says, Werewolf, by the long time you've been hanging out with Dr. Bong too much again. V. Jackson Roykirk says, yes, the trailer for Kingdom Come Doc is on Alex' YouTube channel. Oh, wow. We got to check that out. And Maranya, thank you for that, Jackson, because I will check that out. Maranya says, a cannery, not canary, like Dinah, or Connery, like Sean. Oh, no, I'm getting too confused.
You're going to get a lot of mileage out of that one.
Yep. Oh, my gosh, there's still a lot of people chatting here. Let's see. Tempest says Todd's not making it easy to pick some stuff up these days. Yeah, Clock King comes with a platinum edition Dr. Time variant that's not easy to find. I saw that. I saw
Yeah.
that one, but I have to pick and choose because I don't have a whole lot of money that I can just throw at it. But
Well, I'm with you.
once
Yeah.
in a yeah, I mean, he just everything he's doing. He's got a Sergeant Rock one that's coming out.
Yeah.
Did you see the Jonah Hex two with Jonah Hex and the horse?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I want to get that. But it's
Too many figures, not enough money.
yes, yes. Sleepy Rita, hey Damien, great to have
Hey. Hey, Damien, glad you could join us.
He says, howdy. Great to have you with us, sir. Michael Taylor says, look like that new Superman movie. He's wearing the Kingdom Come S. It's got
Yep.
the black, right?
Right.
Yeah, yeah. Could be. Jackson says, sleepy. Maranya says, hey there, Damien. Werewolf by Lunchtime says, Dr. Bong, is he related to the nurse symbol? Is he related to nurse symbol? I don't get the reference. Is that must be more Howard the Duck reference, right?
Yeah.
I know Dr. Bong is something to do with Howard the Duck,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. He's got a bell on his head. Yeah.
And Maranya says, now all we need is John and Lady Pauline report. There we go.
Yeah. We are missing John this morning.
Absolutely, we are. Grayman says Dinah Lance was bitten by a radioactive produce canning factory and became Black Cannery. Dun, dun, dun. Ryan says I actually used Dr. Bong as a villain in the Marvel RPG I ran over on I Love Comics months ago. Oh, that's right. I remember you guys used to do that RPG game. I watched it once or twice there. I would get confused though. I got confused too easy. Grayman says smoking Maranya. There you go. And Michael Taylor says, hi, Damien. Werewolf by Lunchtime says, hi, Sleepy Rita. Sleepy Walking Rita. The Jackson Roykirk says, you say potato, I say potato. Grayman says, the Jackson Roykirk has a NIG collection, neat, it must be a neat collection, maybe? NIG collection of mascaras as it helps to bring out the color of his eyes when he's having a night out.
Okay. More than I wanted to know.
Hippies Collectible says, hiya, Damien. And Werewolf by Lunchtime says, you can't spell potato, Jackson. The Great Man says, D. Jackson Roykirk has a big collection of mascaras as it helps to bring out the color of his eyes when he's having a night out. Hippies Collectibles, hiya, and a hiya to Damien as well. Jackson Roykirk says, you mean color. Werewolf by Lunchtime says, you know you're wrong. Great Man says, you're correct in the spelling. He's got the big eyes going. Jackson says, ha, good catch, Greg. Gray Man says, what do you know? I can't spell color. Ranger Sly says, 110% agree. Ironside 84. Toth and Wildy were grand masters of both comic book art and animation design.
Absolutely.
I don't know that much about Wildy. I don't recognize that name, but certainly I know Toth,
Yeah.
and I love his stuff. Well, by Lunchtime says Greg can't catch. He has no sense of balance with his funny ear. Oh no.
I think those guys
And
need to go outside and settle that like men or something. I don't know what's going on there.
Michael Taylor says, yeah, I wasn't a fan of the Herbie part either, Rod. Yeah, I agree. Marina says, fun fact, the reason why Torch was replaced with Herbie was not because of fears of kid imitating, which I remember hearing that rumor all the time back then, but it was because of licensing rights. I didn't learn that till well into the 80s.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, I want to get you in for another round here. So I'm going to hold off on the rest of the chat till we get done. So,
Okay.
all righty. So, let's see. I just want to make sure I don't lose my place. Michael, I'm going to start with Michael Taylor. So, all right. It's all you, brother.
Okay. Last week I started showing some Strange Adventures, and I had the end of the run, so I'll just go ahead and show that while I had them out. Figure why let them go to waste, right? So, continuing again with Strange Adventures number 218 with the great Neil Adams cover.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
That's right after the completion of the Dead Man series, right?
Well, there was another issue before this that I showed had Adam Strange 217, but yeah, Strange the Dead Man thing was from 205 to 216. Yeah. Here's another great cover. I mean, you can't go wrong with either one of these guys on a cover. But here's number 219 with Joe Kubert, the Caveman of New York. There's another copy of that. I'm not going to go through all these, but just when you see me rifling through, just assume that they're duplicates. Okay, here's another great Joe Kubert cover, number 220, Beast from the Runaway World. These are all reprints with new covers. And this is one of my favorites for a lot of reasons. I love the cover. I love the cover. It's number 221, but also I got this one signed by Murphy Anderson. And there's where he used it same way he signs his work originally, and then his signature was the same. So cool there. And here we have, I'm not sure this is a Carmine Infantino cover or what, but this is number 222. And number 223 with an Atomic Knights cover. Love the Atomic Knights. And number 224, The Weapon That Swallowed Men, with these funky looking aliens with their big heads. And another Joe Kubert special, number 225, The Wooden World War.
And there were some great covers too.
Oh yeah. And now we get into the giant size. A lot of these were like 64 to 68 pages. This one was square bound, and I think it might be in another stack, but yeah, I love this. It was with a Kubert cover. Who will trigger World War III? Atomic Knights, Adam Strange, lots of other cool features in this.
Oh yes, yeah, I remember that one.
Another copy. Here we have 227, another Kubert cover. He needs more salt. Pour it in before he suffocates. Kind of strange, but we'll go with it. No, and this one right here, this was the first Strange Adventures I ever had. It was 226, but I didn't know that then. I just read it to death. Cover's missing, parts of the story are missing. But, when you're a kid and you first get into comics, you don't care. You just want to read it. You look at the art. You just want, wow,
Yeah, you're not thinking about collecting it. Yeah.
All righty. No. I am sorry. I said I was wrong about that. This is the first version I had of this. This is 228. That great Neil Adams cover when the Earth split in two. So this is the one. So there we are. Here we have 229, The Last Mile of Space. More great classic sci-fi, more Adam Strange, more Atomic Knights. Just great stuff.
That's a similar cover to a Justice League cover too, or the cover.
Special things here. You got the Electric Man, The Hands from Nowhere, written by Walter B. Gibson, creator of The Shadow, and The Mad Planet, illustrated by Dean of Science Fiction Artist Virgil Finley. So lots of good reasons to get this book if you're a sci-fi fan. I always like this cover. So one of these gray tone, number 230.
Nice.
And we were talking about those gorillas and those apes. Number 231.
There we go.
Hawk ape. Where's Higgy? Pack of the Flying Gorillas. Here we have another Kubert cover, number 232. Gotta love these. I got the bulk of these. I talked about this before, probably in the last stream we did, from a place called Passaic Book Center in New Jersey, and I think they all cost me like 75 cents a piece. So was happy to get all those. Here's number 233.
Very nice.
Yeah, I really like this one. Number 234, Colder, freeze me at absolute zero, or I'll die.
And the Star
I want to be preserved. There's another one, and another one, and another one's gone, and another one's gone. And here we have Strange Adventures number 235, reprints the team up with Adam Strange, Andrew Rowe. I can't remember the number of the original issue.
Was it in 75?
75,
Yeah, I think it's 75.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Neil Adams cover recreating that one.
Yeah.
And there's another copy. And here we go. This kind of looks like more of what From Beyond the Unknown would become later on. But a lot of great reprints. Number 236. Okay, and that was the last giant size, 52 pages for 25 cents. This is the first 20-cent cover, number 237. I would like this one. The skyscraper that came to life. And here we have a Mike Kaluta cover, number 238.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I see that, it reminds me of that Twilight Zone episode that had Agnes Moorehead in it.
Yes.
Where like the tiny aliens were like invading her little cabin, and you find out it was like guys from Earth, and the people that lived there were all giants, and they got squashed.
Yeah, there's like no dialogue in it until like the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Space is hostile. Don't go out into space. There's the number 237. Okay. Kind of mixed up here. Okay. And more gorillas, number 239. Will let the jury find the defendant guilty? No, I'm innocent. I'm innocent. Boy, some gorillas just never get their day in court. And number 240 with another big Mike Kaluta cover. Look at that one. Very cool. Lifeboat in space.
Man, those yellow covers, I don't care. Those yellow covers make things pop, man.
I saw Lifeboat in space and it made me think of the Muppets. Pigs in space.
Pigs in space.
Number 241, another great Adam Strange reprint. Yeah, a lot of the Adam Strange stuff is getting really pricey. So if you're an Adam Strange fan, which I'm a huge one, this is a great way to catch a lot of his stories.
Yeah.
And here we have 242, a great cover by Murphy Anderson. Love this one.
Love it. Great stuff.
And here we have number 243, more Adam Strange. And last issue, number 244.
Oh, wow.
Here's your new pet, dear. Letting you out hear you bird brains. How wonderful it talks. Human want a cracker? There we go.
All right. Well, there is a ton of comments. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm gonna I hope the peanut gallery won't mind, but I'm gonna jump ahead a little bit. So to try and get all these in. Let's see. Let's see. Jump down here. So I apologize for everybody, but you guys are awesome. Awesome, man.
Fantastic.
So let's see. Man, there's a ton. Okay. Oh, let's see. I was trying to find where they would have started. Let's see. All right. Let's start. We'll start right here. Well, we'll start with Silver Age, Bronze Age Babe comics.
There we go. She-Bab said, great books, Dr. Lovely. Seeing you all, but I have been tasked with finding luncheon. Have a great weekend, all. Hey, Sarah, appreciate you being here. Anybody hasn't seen Sarah's channel, please go check it out. Got a lot of great little videos, got a great collection.
And, absolutely. And she does a lot of short videos too, where she highlights comics and puts some great music to go with it. So definitely check her out.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that because you don't, for some reason, you don't see a lot of channels featuring Superman and the Superman family, you know. So for that reason alone, I appreciate seeing all that stuff. Yeah. And Ron, says, shame on your world if I'm telling D on you. And Mariah says, take care, She-Bab. And the Jackson Orcrack says, have a wonderful weekend, Silver Hair Bronze Age Babe comics. And the Crazy
Absolutely.
Hungarian. He says, I've really been getting into the older Marvel titles of late, loving the Silver Age Hulk stories. Nothing wrong with that, right, Rod?
Nothing wrong with that at all in my world.
And Ironhide 84 says, just picked up a bunch of Silver Age comics last night, including an original Infantino Adam Strange issue. Yeah.
Very nice.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Sleeper Reader 666 says, do you have a count of how many duplicate comics are in your collection, Shannon? He's trying to be funny, isn't he? But I appreciate you trying to be funny, Damien. No, I don't have a count. Probably never will have a count.
I have gone through my Excel spreadsheet and marked all the ones that I've entered and any duplicates. I do have, but I don't have a total yet. I haven't been able to figure out how to do the formula to do that.
Well, when you do, you need to come up here and do this room.
Yeah. Oh, I'd love to. I love to because I love doing that.
Yeah. Eric K, like I said, we jumped ahead, so he's agreeing with Tempest on DC Digests are better. Love DC Digests. I think I'm maybe 6 away from having them all.
That's incredible, man.
Yeah. Those are hard to find.
That really is, because there's quite a few of those.
Yeah, most of the ones that's hard to find is like the Binky stuff and the funny animal stuff, and
Yeah.
And Ranger Sly says, Rod, Doug Wildey started drawing Western comics in the 50s. Went into animation, created Johnny Quest, and finished his career writing and drawing his magnificent Western opus, Rio. Yeah.
I did not know he created Johnny Quest. I should know that, but because I love Johnny Quest, but I did not know that. Thank you, Ranger. Appreciate that.
And Ironhide 84 says, Crazy Hungarian, same, love the Chameleon Leader Watcher saga, which went on for almost 20 issues. Nice. And Jack says, many people want to go back to the 60s and 70s, pick those books up. I just want to go back one day in early 1980s to pick them all up once for 20 in the 25-cent bin.
There you go. That's
a way to save time and money.
Absolutely.
And Ranger Sly says, Murphy Anderson's signature. Sweet, Shannon. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't ask him to just like personalize it, but this was back in the day. I mean, this was like late 90s, early 2000s. And it's really hard for me to believe that I'm saying back in the day about the early 2000s. But, yeah, he had a big line. But he was dressed up in a 3-piece suit, and he was friendly to everybody, and he was talking to everybody, and there was a line, and I just didn't want to hang around. But it was really an honor to get to meet him, shake his hand. Say, I really enjoyed your work. And so it was cool.
Oh, nice. Yeah. See, I wish I'd have gotten into getting more autographs and signatures and stuff on books and stuff, but for some reason I just never did, and now a lot of these great legends are gone and I'll never be able to do it.
Oh yeah, it seemed like every month or so there's like somebody, one of our favorites has passed, so it's
sad but
it's
true.
Not good.
Oh.
Okay, Iron 984 says Ranger Sly. Injure Sly, yep. He also did some sci-fi comics for DC and Marvel in the 50s, Go Key Cars in the late 60s, and a short run of Sergeant Rock in the 70s.
Oh, wow. Into the 70s. I like it. I'll have to look those up.
And Spider Paul's in the house. Hey. Glad to have you, sir. Is he another first timer, or have we had him before?
No, he's been on before.
Okay. Man, there's
great to have you with us once again.
You have to help me out. Okay. He said, beautiful, gigantic, strange cover. Yeah. Thanks, sir. Eric K. I knew it was coming. Shannon has some multiple copies, huh? Go figure. And Crazy Hungarian Ironside 84. Oh, yes. Great bunch of comics. Yep. And he also said, Chandu the Mystic from the Headmen from Steve Gerber's run on Defenders was originally from a one-off story drawn by Wilde in early 60s Marvel Monster Comics. That sounds about right. Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. I know the character from the Headmen, but I did not know that.
Yeah, there was a lot of prototypes, because I've got like the Strange Tales issue where there's like the Uncle Ben and Aunt May prototypes. I've got that one. So yeah, there's a lot of that stuff going on.
I just love learning little nuggets like that, stuff I never knew, little factoids. I love that stuff. Thank you, Ironside.
Oh yeah. And Grayman says these are cool. that fiend Ranger Sly got me on collecting this Adam Stranger, and my wallet will never recover at this rate. Yeah, there's all kinds of blame to me thrown around in this group.
Mm.
And Jack says, Shannon, I had to Sleepy's comment, and when are you sending them to me? If I can ever get everything organized, I probably will be paring it down a bit. And he says, add, yeah.
Whoops.
And Tempest from Mars says, you got some great reprints in those later issues. Yeah. I loved all of it. I mean, when I got into the DC sci-fi stuff, I was like, wow, this is, and all that run I show right there are pretty cheap. I mean, you can, get them for a song, but you can get them a whole lot cheaper than you can the originals. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, exactly.
And Sleepy's laughing at Jackson. And Ranger Slides, whoa, at the Gray Man. And Grayman says, that's not the same Hawk Girl that Hawkman fights. I don't think so. DC has multiple Hawkette characters. Yeah. And Grayman said, the building that walked like a man. And Ironhide 84 said, it looks like Kaluta doing a great Gil Kane impression. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And Ranger says that end run of Strange Adventures and its sister reprint title From Beyond the Unknown was a great way to collect 50s and 60s great DC sci-fi on the cheap. I'm with you. I have all the From Beyond the Unknowns too. So I'd like to kind of go back and just see which stuff hasn't been reprinted, because I know there's probably a ton. Because there's like stuff like the Space Ranger stuff and what was the Star Rovers? You remember those?
Space
there
Ranger.
You go. There you go. Yeah. But you're absolutely right, Ranger. And Graham says, gosh darn it, why did pre-90s comics have to be so great that I want to own nearly all of them?
I hear you, man.
Paul says, anyone going to Terrific Con? No,
I'm
but
not
I am
aware.
going to Heroes Con next year. Me and my wife are already making plans to go to North Carolina.
Oh, wow. Cool beans.
So
No,
Rod,
I
you
don't
need
even.
to come south and join us.
I wish I could, man. I wish I could. I've never heard of Terrific Con. Where is that out of? Do you know? Anybody
I've
know?
heard of it. I'm not sure what state it's in.
What's the details, Spider Paul? We want to know details.
And Gray Man says, I just bought the Mystery in Space version of that one. Cool.
Yeah.
And World says, Dee wants to go back to the day she married me, apart from that day she found out the peanut at the bottom of a bag she thought was empty. And Ibby's Collectible says, collect what you like and love what you collect. Peace. And peace to you, brother. Thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Tom. Take care.
And Sleepy says, strange and wonderful stack of comics. Yeah, thanks, sir. And I'm one of us says, great collection of strange adventures, Shannon. Thank you, sir. And Michael Taylor's echoing that. Very cool strange adventures, every one of them.
Yeah, awesome stuff.
Preaching to the choir. And Graham says, the most loquacious chat on YouTube. Loquacious is a good word, yeah. And Michael Taylor says, great show as always. Had a blast.
Oh, thank you, Michael. Appreciate that.
We do. And Ron says, take care, Rod, Shannon, the Peanut Gallery, the studio audience, and Ronya's Legion of Peanut Pets. Stay safe, cool, and hydrated. Thank you, Lady M, for being a big part of our show, as always.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Maranya. Appreciate that.
And Ranger Slay saying, take care, Maranya. And Crazy Hungarians also going to have a good one, Maranya. And Sleepy says, see you next time, Maranya. And Jack says, everyone have a great weekend and week ahead. Thank you, kind sir, and you as well.
Yes, sir, as well.
And Werewolf says, don't forget it's Bikini Bottoms week on Cover Slingers. Hopefully the panel, Bill, don't show their bottoms, bikinis attached. All right.
That's then. Right. I forgot that. Yeah, you got to check them out. I think they're on, I think it's about 2:00 Eastern time over here. But definitely check them out. Yeah, a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
And Ron says, any Iron Man duplicate issues will be very welcome here. Rod has my address. And Spider Paul says, the folks in this chat are a great source of comic history. Yeah, there's all kinds of great knowledge in here. I mean, it's not all about us. I mean, we get help all the time when we don't know something. We appreciate
Well,
everybody in.
when it comes to knowledge, it certainly ain't including me. Now, my partner here, he's got plenty upstairs in that gray matter of his. So,
Might be a little. And Robert Harrison says, "Happy trails, y'all. Off to get ready for the Bob and Rick show." And people tune into that. It's a great show.
absolutely, it is. I just saw his video where he was talking about some movies that he watched. What was it? Stagecoach was one of the ones he watched and stuff. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, classic old Western. I love it.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah, definitely check out old Robert Harrison 2.0.
And Sleeper says, "Terrific Con is in Connecticut every Sunday." Yeah, I knew I'd heard that. That might have been the one where Higgy went. Because I know Damien was in Connecticut at one time.
Oh wow, I did not know that. But no, I know I won't be going. I don't travel too far out of the out of the home range here nowadays.
Yeah. ECR says, "Have a great groovy weekend, everyone. Y'all take care. And you as well, Easy. Have a great one, buddy."
Thanks again for the music. Appreciate it, sir, as always.
And
Take
let me
care,
know next
easy.
time, like the night before, maybe I can work up a bass part.
There we go.
And Spider Paul says, "Mohican Sun in Connecticut holds Tripicon every year. I'm still trying to make enough on the slots to afford an Amazing Fantasy 15." Yeah,
There you
most of us
go.
will probably have to win a big jackpot to afford that book.
Oh, absolutely.
And Lead Paint saying, "Peace out. Greg, you have a great weekend, buddy."
Yes, take care, Greg.
And Gray Man says, "Bye all. Happy weekend to you all."
Have a great weekend yourself, Gray Man. Take care, you
So,
and Lady Lisa.
and Tempest Lamar says, "Have a good one, everyone." And you too, sir. World says, "Have a great weekend, guys." And you as well.
Absolutely, Werewolf. Take care. And
And Crazy Hungarian says, "Have a great weekend, Rod, Shannon, and Peanuts. Be well." And you as well, sir. Thank you.
yes, thank you so much for hanging out with us again. And believe it or not, I believe that catches us up with everybody in the peanut gallery. So,
There you
all
go.
right. Great job. Great job. Man, that chat was popping here.
Oh, yeah.
So, I love it. They always come through with factoids and knowledge and stuff like that. Learn something every week, man. Every
Oh,
week.
yeah. Yeah. I agree.
Great stuff. So what you got going on for the rest of the day?
Probably going to grab a bite to eat and grab a shower and then pack my gear and go play some music. Playing at a vineyard today called Equus Run, so it should be a lot of fun. Won't be getting back too late. We're just playing 5 to 8, so won't be getting in too late. So not bad at all. Looking forward to it. How about yourself?
Not a whole lot. I gotta make the dump run, the usual weekly dump run, and then after that, I'll probably settle in, maybe watch some ball game, or maybe I'll come down here and try and organize some of this mess. We'll see. Well, I got the energy to do it. You know what I mean?
Do what you can while you can, huh?
Exactly, exactly. My wife and my daughter, they're going off to the Pink Hippo, the coffee shop we visit down there at the mall. So they'll be gone all afternoon. So I won't feel like I'm neglecting anybody if I come down here and hang
There you
out
go.
and get some work done.
There you go.
So, well, all right. I think that's going to do it for us this week. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it as always. Saturday mornings, we look forward to it to hang out with you guys every week.
Oh yeah, I mean it just and the support we get from everybody and the interest. I mean it just we try very hard not to take it for granted because we know everybody could be doing anything else on a Saturday morning. And you guys are tuning in here to us, and we deeply appreciate it.
Absolutely, couldn't said it better myself. All right then. Next week we'll be here. Same bat time, same bat channel. So I hope everybody will come on back and have some more fun, some laughs, and we'll see some comics as well.
We just might.
So I want everybody to have a great weekend and a great following week. And hopefully, everything goes well for everyone.
All right.
So,
Sounds good.
all right, everybody. We'll catch you next week. Take care. Get over to Triple C's claim sale. Get a front seat. Got some
That's
good
right.
books going up today. So
Oh,
check them out. Take care, everybody.